I'm Kerry Fink, and welcome to Helping Seniors Update. Today is Tuesday. It's actually the 16th of March, and hope you've had a great weekend and that your week is already going well. So honored to have Dr. Kevin Kilday, who is with Holistic Health Centers here in the Space Coast, and has a great website at holistichealthcenter.us. He actually is also involved in a college of natural health and has just been an expert in this whole area for many years. So, how you doing today, Dr. Kevin?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
And we were just talking before we got to the update. We've got a topic really that I really want to kind of delve right into called medications and how they can deplete nutrients. And you've got an article coming up about this in the Helping Seniors newsletter, which, as you know, can be found in the center section. We call it the yellow pages of the Senior Scene magazine. You know, John Frederickson, who's the publisher, he puts out somewhere in the vicinity of up to 14,000 copies a month. It goes out to 500 different locations. And in each one of those copies is a copy of the Helping Seniors newsletter in the center. And again, you find us because you see those little distinctive yellow borders around the pages. And it hopefully, if we're doing our job right, we're giving you good information that helps you in your own aging plan. So as our president and founder, Joe Steckler, often likes to say, that's a really important thing to do, is get your own aging plan assembled. And so in this month's edition, when I say that, the February edition of Senior Scene, Dr. Kevin, you had a good article about supplements proven to reduce COVID severity. So I just want to reference that. If you didn't read that, you might want to grab a hold of it. It's a couple of ways you can access it. Usually the copies get picked up right away wherever they go out. But good news is you can always access copies of Senior Scene online. You can find it at the seniorscenemag.com, seniorscenemag.com. And you can certainly always find the Helping Senior newsletter at helpingseniorsofbrevard.org, helpingseniorsofbrevard.org. And you'll see there's a little tab, you just say newsletter, and you can read this excellent article from Dr. Kevin. And so really, as we talk about this, you were sharing with me something you're really gonna go into depth in the April edition of the Helping Seniors newsletter, but we wanted to talk about it for a minute here because it's so important. You're talking about that a lot of the medications that are prescribed for us actually can cause us to lose some of the nutrients that we need to stay healthy.
Yes, and the article is generalized, so I don't name any particular brands and stuff. So I just label it as high blood pressure medicines, cholesterol lowering medicines, diuretics, pain relievers, because I didn't want to name names. But but these are proven, with studies, all of them across the board, do deplete, some vital nutrients, and and these are very popular, medications, like cholesterol lowering medications are, I think the number one or number two prescribed medications in the country. And there's even a commercial on TV that states, just to verify what I put in there, that they have a tendency to lower your CoQ10 nutrient in your body. So it does lower the CoQ10 is a good supplement to take. And also a vitamin E has been known to to deplete some vitamin E also. E as in Edward.
Yeah, and I was skimming through because you were kind enough to send me an advanced copy of what's going to be coming out in the magazine, and another one that was kind of surprising me because so many people take high blood pressure medication, and even in the article you're talking about that even that could have some ramifications on how it's not helpful to. It's helpful on the case of your blood pressure, sure, but it may not be helpful to your body retaining some of the nutrients, the other nutrients it needs.
Right, and there are different types of high blood pressure medicines, but they all seem, each individual one, regardless if it's an ACE inhibitor, regardless if it's a calcium channel blocker, It's about four different types of high blood pressure medicines. They all, basically depleted, the same supplements. And, and these are like, calcium and magnesium, zinc, and zinc is very important. It was in my last article as being, one of the best things to take to keep, your immune system built up and, uh, to ward off, a possible COVID infection. So if you're taking a medication that's depleting zinc, then you're actually, technically lowering your immune system.
Wow. And that's the thing that I guess most of us, we don't know enough to know about those things. We just want to be sure that, to be honest, we're following doctor's orders because they're obviously concerned about some things that they want us to be careful with, and that's why they had those prescriptions. But if we're not looking at the other aspect of it, then that could be one, we could be solving one problem and not helping ourselves on the other side of it too. So, and I thought it was fascinating because as you broke down some of the categories, these are very common medications, right? It's like I think you were we were talking about things like pain relievers. You talked about ulcer medications, diuretics, and even antibiotics. You
Yeah,
have
that's right. I mean, they're all very popular. I mean, especially ulcer medications. I mean, there's plenty of brands available over the counter now. They're just loaded at down the aisle at the major drugstores and the major food stores, and these are known, again, to deplete calcium and folic acid. Some of the B vitamins, and there's zinc again as being depleted. Vitamin D is being depleted by these ulcer medications. And again, vitamin D was mentioned in my last article as a major immune system builder and an infection fighter.
Yeah, I even remember early on because we started, as you remember, helping seniors updates was a thing that we began as they told us we needed to lock down to prevent the spread of COVID. And you, as a doctor of natural health, were very helpful in this because we were talking early on and you said, hey, listen, one of the things that could be beneficial is safely get outside in your own backyard or front yard or whatever, where you're doing all the social distancing, but get you some vitamin D, because that was one of the things that seems to be helpful in many of the different things that we've talked about along the way.
No,
And I
no,
guess,
I mean, you can get ample amount of vitamin D, believe it or not, just by being out in the tropical sun down here in Florida, or just the sunshine in general. Uh, 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 for 15, 20 minutes, as long as you're not, you're allowed to, and you can get a very high amount of vitamin D just that way,
it's terrific.
but it has to be consistent. You should you maintain vitamin D levels on a on a daily basis, and take a supplement to be assured that it's keeping your immune system in check, because I mean, I deal a lot with, even with cancer clients, and it's known in multiple studies that a lot of people with cancer, when they do a vitamin D test, they find that they're very low in vitamin D. So vitamin D is one of the top supplements out there that I really think everybody should be taking.
So such important information. And I was going to say, so viewer, as you get a chance, you want to make sure you make a note to pick up your free copy of Senior Scene magazine. We're going to talk about, well, if you get a hold of the March issue, it's got the great information about supplements and COVID. But in the edition we're talking about for April, you're going to get this list where Dr. Kevin Kilday has kind of outlined some of the things you want to be looking towards if you're taking certain kind of medications. And so actually that's going to be out on the 1st of April. And meanwhile, Dr. Kevin, you're actually going to be our guest on the Helping Seniors radio show, which will actually be the week after next. So you may want to put that on your calendar. That will be the 24th of March. You'll want to tune in every Wednesday. We're on the air on 90.3 FM, WEJF. It's a strong 30,000 watt FM station, blankets the entire Space Coast. And Joe and our radio team, we've been doing the radio there for many years now, and get a great response, but you'll be our guest there for that. We're excited about that. But before we close out, I want to make sure people know how to get in touch with you, because you may have, as you've been hearing this talk, you may have some specific questions. Well, I'm taking this or I'm taking this. And so the doctor is in, if you will, Dr. Kevin Kilday. Doctor.
Right. I mean, I prefer people, to make an appointment to come and see me. I don't give any, medical advice, over the phone. Well, actually, I don't do medical advice. I do nutrition advice.
Right.
And, yes, I can be reached at 321-549-0711. And that's 321-549-0711. And either I answer the phone or you get my voicemail, and I try to call you back by the end of the business day.
Yeah, and I also want to direct folks, because you have a really good website that's got a lot of great information. You're also a specialist at helping people with natural approaches to pain relief, which is a popular thing. Of course, you've got the protocols that you work with on a natural basis on cancer, but also you're sort of an expert in addiction recovery too. So the website is holistichealthcenter.us, holistichealthcenter.us. And Dr. Kevin, one more time, let's share that phone number.
Yes, it's 321-549-0711.
That's great. Well, thank you, Dr. Kevin, for sharing today. And be looking, as you're watching this, be looking for your copy of Senior Scene magazine. And by the way, you can go directly to helpingseniors.org. You can find past editions of the newsletter. You can find past editions. There's some great TV programs that we've done together with Dr. Kevin Kilday, also copies of the radio show. All those materials and resources are available to you absolutely free of charge at helpingseniors.org. So on behalf of Joe Steckler, our president and founder, Rick Broderick, our executive director, our Kim Bernard, our education specialist, just the whole Helping Seniors team, thank you for joining us for Helping Seniors Update, and we'll see you again at the end of the week.
Thank you very much.